boxes. Like a trip to the storage unit is in order.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 195 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s in all times. And those are Mr. Cliff.
Those are Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and Transformers.
Yeah. And then him and I slide horror toys in there as fifth, probably, I would say, for me.
Anything NECA makes.
Yeah. If you want to kick it with us, this is where we would like you to do it right here live on our YouTube channel every other Sunday and every other Monday. Come join us. Hey, be on the show. Just message me. Let me know you're interested. We'd love to have you on. Or you can just be in the chat. Also, throughout the week, we're on our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. If you want to just know what's going on with the show, join us at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast or openyourtoys.com. On that page, you will find links to the show notes in the upper right-hand corner, which will have all of these links that we're talking about, including how to subscribe through iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Smart Radio, RSS feeds, all that good stuff. You can email us at team@openyourtoys.com, text or voicemail 720-235-TOYS, 720-235-8697. Where can people find you, Mr. Kennedy?
On Facebook as Red Menace, I think these days, and then
Yes.
on Instagram as Associate of Horror.
And I guess I shouldn't be using both of your names. I'm not sure if you want those out there or not.
Doesn't matter.
I'm the same way, but you never know. You got privacy hawks, you know. If you want to find me, I'm at facebook.com/openyourtoys, not to be confused with facebook.com/openyourtoyscast or facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. I'm just /openyourtoys, because even though back in 2009 when they said, hey, claim your unique URL, we were camping and I missed it by 3 hours, and somebody took /SlickMcFavorite and 3 hours of Facebook opening up vanity URLs. Kind of pissed, but whatever. I'm at SlickMcFavorite at Instagram and slick@openyourtoys.com. All right, Cliff, what are you drinking there?
I'm drinking frigid air, fridge water.
Ooh, yeah. And what kind of, do you have a special cup? Is that it?
Well, it says Bubba on it. I don't know if this is a Bubba keg.
Oh, shit.
I bought it at Meyer.
The Bubba keg literally looks like a steel keg. It's like 96 ounces or something ridiculous. It's even though we've never seen it live, that's what my understanding is.
Yeah, no, this is just something I picked up at Meyer in the clearance aisle.
Nice.
I just wanted a giant jug to drink water out of.
Nice. Well, we got some consistency on the show. We got Bubba Users. For me, this is what my wife deems splurging for me. A good old Mickey's 40. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Freshly opened. Wife has some interesting choices on, hey, it's Father's Day weekend. Let me get you a beer. I'm going to get you malt liquor. No 40.
No booze for
yeah, exactly. Or some Mad Dog 2020, some strawberry banana. But I love it, so I can't argue. Let's see. I don't think besides fine malt liquor that there's anything else on here. Government warnings, attribution, deposit information. No, they're just like, you know what it is. It's a fucking 40 of Mickey's. Speaking of Mickey's, I watched Miller's Crossing for the first time in, God, probably 20 years. You familiar with that one, Cliff?
Oh, yeah. Miller, yeah. I probably also haven't seen it in probably about 15, 20, but yeah, it's Gabriel Byrne, right?
Yeah. And it's a little too stylized for me. You know, again, I guess now, and again, this is 20 years later where everything's raw and gritty and everything is a little tongue in cheek. You know, they broke the fourth wall a couple times in it inadvertently, I think, but
that's the Coen brothers.
Yeah, or just a co-in. It's just Joel.
Well, Joel is always the director. Ethan's the producer. They just
Yo,
all
yes.
the movies they make are.
Oh,
Coen
I
brothers.
didn't
Yeah.
realize that. See, because normally you see the Coen brothers as an attribute for director, and this time it was just Joel. But you're absolutely right. The other one was in there as producer. So
Yeah.
I didn't realize they separated the tasks. And are they directing? I assume they're doing Matrix 4. Is that correct?
No, that's the Wachowskis.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm way off fucking.
Coens are like
okay.
Raising Arizona, Big Lebowski,
Kingpin.
No, that's the Farrellys.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. I need to see that. That's good. I'm glad we have you on here because my movie trivia is way off. All right. Well, let's get into some fucking toy news. First up, Galaxy's Edge Captain Cardinal. And I don't know how cheesy ass of a name you can get with some guy wearing red armor to call him Captain Cardinal. But interesting. I assume this comes from, we know Galaxy Edge is kind of based in the sequel trilogy. So I assume this is somewhere within the parks and that kind of stuff. If anybody knows, if anybody's been, I know Ed Arndt has been to Galaxy's Edge. So maybe he knows his backstory, but it looks like we'll probably be getting him as a Black Series figure.
Not slick, not to stop you. I don't have the show notes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sharing my screen. My bad. My bad. There we go. Okay. So I thought for sure you would have a statement about Captain Cardinal being.
Uh-oh. I hope sharing his screen didn't kick Slick out. Well, this I'm sure is interesting to anyone watching. I have no show notes, and Slick's gone.
All right. So did you keep them entertained?
No, dude. I didn't have any. I basically said, "I'm sorry, I don't have any show notes. I don't know what I'm doing." I felt like Garth when Wayne stormed out.
And my fucking audio is off here too. Let me try to get this going. Oh, this makes for such great radio. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's Macs are amazing, except for some reason with StreamYard. Like if I connect my external monitor while we're presenting or something like that, that it just always crashes my mic or my Mac. So,
oh, wow.
Okay, let me get us into some show notes action. Yeah, this was when I didn't hear you chime in with a comment on Captain Cardinal being this red First Order trooper commander. I was like, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing.
As soon as you pulled up your screen, you went down.
Yeah.
And it was just me. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Oh shit. Oh, what's going on now? I'm getting okay. There we go. All right. Anyways, moving on. Captain Cardinal. Really interesting choice of names there. But then we've got Hasbro launches their G.I. Joe site. So the first time in years. Oh, see, this little icon says you have to scroll down because there's more here if people don't understand how websites work. But yeah, so we get a dive into the story of G.I. Joe, meet the G.I. Joe characters, meet the Cobra characters. Now people, of course, are all saying, oh shit, these are going to be all the characters we're getting. And I don't know if that's the case. I mean, they're using artwork from all around.
Yeah.
You know, they're using vintage artwork. They're using G.I. Joe versus Cobra artwork. I'm literally looking at this dusty artwork on a poster right now. So same thing.
Helix from Rise of Cobra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even snap about that, but that was Helix and Jinx. Yeah, rock and roll, all rock and rolled out here. Some fucking not hit and run. I forget what his ripcord. It says right there, of course. But yeah, so tons of characters in here. Same thing for the Cobras. We get mad amounts of characters in there. Alley Vipers, Bats. You get the Dreadnoks in there. Firefly looking really interesting there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if these are what they're all planning, you know. I think, oh, look at that. Storm Shadow's even got his Yakuza tattoos rocking. But if you're interested, take a look at that. We have had a few other announcements that we'll go over shortly. But first up, Season 7 Black Series figures. Are you all the way through the Clone Wars, Cliff?
No, I'm only one episode into that new final season. I've seen the whole series. I was just waiting for season 7 to end so I could binge it, and just haven't gotten around to binging it yet.
Yeah, and this is I didn't even realize this. I think I dropped off like season 3 originally because I've been blowing through them, and I'm on. I'm halfway through season 5. So I haven't even got to 7 yet, even close. But hey, I say more power to them. I know people are super excited about Ahsoka and Ahsoka loyalist troopers. So we get a Mandalorian, a Maul Delore. So some exciting stuff coming up for Black Series people. And then Holiday Trooper, who doesn't like a little kitsch in their displays. Now, will you do something like this? Will you buy something cheesy that's Halloween or Christmas or something?
Yeah, it's case by case, but yeah, I love a good theme, stuff like that. I tried to find that a couple years ago. They did like a Halloween Batman at Target that I tried to find and never saw.
Yes, yeah, I was able to grab that actually on clearance too. So I may still have one if you're interested. I'll try to keep my mind open as I'm going through boxes, because yeah, they had them on clearance in the Halloween aisle, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy a few of these. It was a 3 3/4, right? Yeah,
it was like I think it was just a Dark Knight figure kind of painted up like in Halloween colors.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for them. Anything that anything, because of the way I keep track of my toy collecting, anything that can be repurposed into something else, like if it's holiday, that means that I'm buying a Christmas decoration. I'm not buying a toy. So it doesn't count against the budget or anything, and it gets packed away with decorations, that kind of shit. Joe retro line arriving, which I don't. Have you heard anything else about this? I know you're not a crazy Joe guy or anything, but
I would say Joe is, out of the four that we do here, probably Joe is my primary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Just a lack of, well, and I know I forgot to mention on the last show, but you were the first person within my circle, at least, that had in hand classified figures, and you had all of them, right? An entire case, or at least the whole set.
I pre-ordered them from Amazon, and they just started trickling in.
Nice. Yeah, still waiting on. I bought cases wholesale. Still waiting on those. If Entertainment Earth could ever be like, yeah, and you'll be the first to get them, I would order a shit ton more. But problem is even wholesale, you get it 3 weeks after BBTS, a month after Amazon or Walmart. So it almost doesn't make it worth it. But so what about retro lines? You buying them? Are they a scourge on the collecting community? What's your thoughts?
No, I think retro lines are fun. I'm not like Rock. I don't buy to resell. I kind of buy to have pieces of things I remember. So retro lines are fun for me because I can buy them and have toys that look vintage, but I'm not paying vintage prices.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have pieces of what I used to have. So the Ghostbusters line is perfect for me because they look almost indistinguishable. Enough changes so that a collector would know, but for me to throw up on my wall, they just look awesome.
Yeah,
I don't like Hasbro's Star Wars deal with the aging the card. I don't like that.
I agree there, and I don't like the huge stupid sticker. Tried to take mine off of a couple, and I'm like, I'm just fucking these cards up. Toy Polloi did a good job.
Lighter fluid.
Lighter fluid, and I just don't trust it. I'm like, oh God. But so I've just left mine. Okay. All my carded collection of these are all gonna have that stupid big ass sticker on them. But yeah, I'm the same way. I'm all about this, and I let these stand in for vintage figures too. I got the vintage Lando in the retro collection. I won't buy a vintage Lando now. That's perfectly suitable for me as a loose stand-in. Again, I'm not going crazy like Rock and trying to have all 93 or whatever 92 carded. So, but I would like a loose representation of the vintage figures, and if they're retro, or like I say, I bought a bunch of retro figures that I after the fact figured out that most of their weapons are probably repros and stuff. Still no big deal. I didn't snap about it at the time, but the cost was low enough, and they're just all going to be in my collection. It's kind of the thing. If I were to sell off everything, my vintage Joes, my vintage Star Wars, my vintage He-Man, and even G1 Transformers would probably be the last thing I sold. The things I have the most connection to. So really interesting to find out what this is all fucking about. We've had the code names and all that kind of shit. So be curious what these look like.
And if these are truly vintage Joes, like the Star Wars figures are vintage Star Wars, I am all in on that Joe line.
Oh yeah, I agree. Well, that's a good question. All in or not all in? Because I'm all in on the Star Wars, even including the stupid new figures packed with games and stuff like that.
Those are my favorite. They're figures that never existed. I like the kitsch of that. I like that. the Hoth Luke or the Snowspeeder Luke isn't the greatest, but I just love having a new vintage figure.
And I agree with you. I'm liking the Hoth Luke is growing on me. The Tarkin was still like, and that's just because I'm not a government official, like, people in military uniform kind of things. I'm rebels and army and that kind of thing. The Lego company has released some official pics of their new AT-AT. So in celebration of the 40th anniversary, so we get to see this thing. Not a huge change from their last one. The legs are a little bit more spindly. Kind of looks like the AT-ATs that they had in Lego Masters, and we had kind of we've talked about this already, but differences here is this is the first time the AT-AT has troop seating. It had kind of like a cargo area, but not actual seating like this. And then the big one is you can have two pilots and the commander, even though they're definitely not practicing social distancing here in the cockpit. So I'm all about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What is that? Some kind of like gears to like drop a tow cable?
And I thought that's what it was. Oh, it must be. This must be like the string here.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was in the ass, but no, it's in the neck here. And then if we look at Luke hanging down from it, get past the speeder bike, well, maybe not. Maybe go the other way. Come on, faster, faster, faster.
There we go.
Yeah, and
I bet that's what it is.
Yeah, that's definitely the front there because the way the legs are angled. So we get a new little speeder bike, which, I mean, I'm a speeder bike fan. So the first time they came out with an Arctic speeder bike, snow and speeder bike fan. So first time they combined it, I was like, oh my God. And then the big ass ATT had it. And then the last ATT had it. So it's just going to be a thing they do. But everything looks good. I'm all in on this, even though I have 3 other Lego AT-ATs already at this point.
Damn.
Yeah. It's my favorite. I would say it's my favorite vehicle from Star Wars ever. The Vintage Collection live stream tomorrow. So Hasbro Pulse's Fan First Friday got switched to a Fan Force Monday, and it says not much is known other than Hasbro's announcement that they will have some news for the Vintage Collection fans. You'll be able to follow it on their Pulse Facebook page. Again, see the show notes, link to this. I'm sure if you're at all interested. Oh, it says the team will have a brief Q&A. That's interesting. But if you're at all interested in what the Hasbro Pulse teams have been releasing on these fan things, then you'll be there. I never seem to catch them. They're on my calendars. I get reminders. I'm like, set a reminder for this, and always seem to miss it somehow.
Yeah, I usually just get my my Facebook feed. I think I follow up a handful of the Star Wars sites. They kind of check my news because I work during the week. So, and it's been pretty busy. I haven't had any time to tool around on Twitter or Facebook during the business day anymore. It's really heartbreaking.
Yeah, Shane says the same thing, and then Shane, you just see him like this tirade of posts in the middle of the day. So maybe it's his lunch hour or something like that. But he's the same way, working from home. He works for a financial place or a insurance place, or one of the two, doing both. So
yeah, and we just got our word. We're not going back until September 30th.
Yeah. Miss McFavorite just heard that they're not even going to attempt it till September. And then you can go back right now with her company if you want, like, okay, if that's your thing, which her boss is in the office. Like, her boss, like, was having a super hard time being at home. And even though her entire team is still at home, her boss is happy that she's in the office, so she could go in if she wants, but fuck, she works 30 to 45 minutes away depending on the traffic. So it's just,
same here.
It's just like, please God, no, I can do this from home for the rest of my life kind of thing. Third party, Starscream. So this looks actually pretty dope. I was kind of like an Eagle Starscream, but so let's start taking a look at the robot here. A little goofy of a grin, a little bit too much stylization, but the Eagle looks, I'm actually pretty impressed. Now again, he's on a stand. He looks like his butt is completely attached or detached from his body here, so it's kind of, there's multiple faces, which they all kind of look like junk. I don't know. Jesus, just being a Starscream collector, I'm like, I'll take Starscream as an Eagle. But I think this is a completely, so there's been a company, and I think it was Toy World, that was doing like the Beast Transformers, their interpretation of them. But this is TT Hongley TB Starscream. So I don't know if there's any connection there, if the scale's even close enough, but something to be on the lookout if you're a Starscream fan, I guess.
So that's like, it's not quite Beast Wars. It's kind of their riff on what if Starscream was an eagle.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of the same way with the other one's been Sideswipe as a bull and somebody else as a tiger. It's just completely like what if kind of situation. And do you do third party at all?
Yeah, I mean, I do Marauder here and there, but
I see. Sorry, third party Transformers.
Oh no, dude! I like I said, I have 3 Transformers. I have 3 Human Alliance Transformers that are fit in with my mask collection.
There you go, the 124th. Hell yeah!
Other than that, I know who I know who the major players are, but really, it's not really something I collect. Although last week you guys were showing something that's like a space shuttle and a freight train, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the Zeta Toys Astro train. So, and the first time that any company, in my opinion, has gotten the space shuttle and the train mode correct. Now, both of them looked at the sacrifice of the robot mode, but
yeah.
Looks like Generation Toy is the people that did that are doing the Beast versions, the Sideswipe as the bull here. So, but yeah, one of those things that I'd be curious. I didn't even look at the scale to see if it would fit in with that. New Conan, iconic movie pose. I pre-ordered it. The Conan I want is the snake paint when they invade the snake temple.
Yeah.
That to me is the iconic Conan. But oh my God, there's just something about that they made, like the flowing hair head, and
can't wait. Have you seen my Snake Temple He-Man that I did? Or my Snake Temple Conan? Hold on, I'll grab it. It's right here. I found this guy on Facebook who was selling these blanks of MOTU style Conan figures.
Let me get this bigger here and focus on you. Oh shit, I took you out. How do I make you solo layout? There we go. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. So is that like Savage World or something like that? The mold?
No, it's just this guy on Facebook. I think is Repro Bubbles. Just 3D printed this.
Oh, that's crazy. I
So I
can't even
bought
see
2.
any of that texture or anything.
That's because I sanded it for like 4 days. Various grits.
Yeah, I was gonna say fucking like 5 grits down.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I love the war paint Conan.
Yeah. See, and that's the Conan that I want, but I'm with you. I still fucking jumped on this. It's better than the, 3-minute, gladiator Conan that they did before.
Yeah, I might cancel that pre-order now because I have all 4 of them on pre-order at Big Bad, but now that I got the Ultimate, I might cancel the. His face looks smushed.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So,
Yeah, and of the original 4, all I did was James Earl Jones.
Tulsa Doom.
Yeah, that was the only one I did. I didn't want the fucking Viking brothers or whoever the hell they are.
Yeah. I love that movie so much, though. As soon as I just pre-ordered all 4. Like, I think Conan the Barbarian is a masterpiece. Like, I love that movie so much.
What's so weird is for 20 fucking years, I thought Barbarian was the second movie for some reason.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know if it's how I saw it as a kid or if it was just something that stuck in my head. And it was literally like 3 years ago. I was like, oh, I want to watch these movies again. And I looked at the release dates and I'm like, oh shit, my whole fucking young adult life has been a fucking lie. Barbarians first and Destroyer is second.
It's probably because we're similar ages, and although Barbarian was my favorite even when I was a kid, my parents were more apt to throw on Destroyer because it's way more kid friendly. It's like Batman and Robin. Like it's just silly and goofy. Yeah, you still got on full screen, dude. No one wants to see my ugly mug.
Oh yeah, sorry. But I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. Okay, now I need to watch them again. That's
to compare them in modern terms, it would be like Conan the Barbarian is Dark Knight. It's like super serious, super violent, super disturbing, and then Conan the Destroyer is like Batman and Robin. It's super goofy. It's like jokey. But I recognize how bad it is, but I still love it. Like,
X-Transbot reissues their sweeps fixing the feet, which was the thing that people bitched about the most. And what's super crazy here is they're releasing them as a single one with Scourge and then a Swarm team, which they did back in the day, which was the sweeps sold as a 3-pack. But what's nuts here is the pricing difference. So if you just want Scourge, he's $180. Or if you want the 4-pack with Scourge and the 3 sweeps, then it's $400. So only paying $180 for one. And then if you,
for 4.
Yeah, exactly. And now they're all coming with different accessories here. Kind of interesting. So Scourge looks to come with his Target Master, which that's what you would expect. A Matrix that can go in his chest. This, I think, is like a bomb or something from the movie. This is the Matrix or the eyeball of Unicron. And then this is the Ghost Starscream attachments with the ghost wings and everything. So yeah, again, I'm there's what the Ghost Starscream looks like from season 3. Oh, the Unicron eye lights up. I am just so torn. Like I want to buy the 4-pack and then sell off each sweep. Oh, I think that's what I'm gonna fucking do. just sell off each sweep at $100 a piece with only their gun and their stand, right? And then I keep one Scourge and all the accessories.
All the little plugins.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's what I'm going to do. So if anyone's interested in a Scourge or a sweep by themselves, let me know. All right. NECA Richard Simmons, had to throw this in here, even though he's a doll. He's a doll because he is close, but I mean, I think if you're born in the 80s,
dude, it's perfect too. It looks exactly like it.
Exactly. Yeah, people have had some bitches with some face sculpts and stuff like that, but not on this brother. He is, and I'm just like, if you want to take pictures with anything else, like he is just perfect, right? You know, he could have a chest burster coming out of him. He could fucking
running from any of the Mego style Jasons I've bought from NECA.
Oh shit. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna pre-order anything, but I think if he hits a Target shelf, you know, I think I'm in. He'll be the I don't buy Mego and I don't buy the clothes figures, but I think he'll be a buy no matter what, just to have there, right?
Oh, dude, it's awesome. If they made a David Letterman, because that's my memory of Richard Simmons, was David Letterman tormenting him. Anytime he was on Letterman's show, Letterman would just it was priceless. It was awesome. Just that's what I remember Richard Simmons from, was David Letterman endlessly harassing him.
Let's see, Lemon Tree Blueberry. So Lemon Tree has had the Decepticon ship that turned into Soundwave and a few other figures. Now they're showing off their Bumblebee movie Soundwave, and looks fucking amazing in my opinion. You even get Ravage coming out of the chest there. What we don't see is an alt mode, but I think people thought originally that the Decepticon ship may not have an alt mode, and it was Soundwave. So I'd be curious. I mean, I'm all in for this if its alt mode isn't ridiculous or something, you know.
And will it transform?
That's what I'm saying. The alt mode has yet to be disclosed, but all of their other shit has had alt modes, even when people thought it shouldn't, you know. So we shall see. And I just noticed in the chat I put what 40, 60, and 2 with an exclamation point instead of what up with a question mark. So hopefully 46 and 2 did not take that personally. American presidents. So first off, we got Space Force. And now from the same people that brought you Space Force, we got Amazo Toys, American Presidents Kickstarter. And I knew this was going to happen because their Space Force one, all of the stretch goals were different president heads. Okay. So they already have the molds for most of these, if not all of them. And that's what even though, no politics here, but I'm a Democrat. And so I wanted Kennedy, I wanted Obama in there, but I also had to have Reagan and the Bushes in there because that's when I grew up, you know. So those heads were in their Space Force Kickstarter, which was just basically space uniforms with interchangeable heads.
Yeah, I was watching it. I thought they were kind of cool, but it's like I don't need another thing to
Yeah, that's exactly
Kind of like
right.
I've seen this one too, and I'm like, oh, I'd love a Kennedy to stand with my Joes, but it's like you don't need another thing to
Well, and this one's not doing too good here. Only halfway there, 14 days left to go. And like I say, I think it's because they did the Space Force first. I think if you did the presidents first, everybody would have been like, oh, that's super cool. And then if you tack the Space Force on separately, they'd be like, oh, you're actually making like cool looking bodies and stuff. Where the fuck do we go here? Oh,
And also the combinations are a little strange too. It's like it's presidents that you wouldn't think would be like teamed up with each other. Because I was kind of looking at the Kickstarter too, and I was like, no, I want this and this together, but it was weird.
So here's their Space Force Kickstarter. It's interesting you can't get Trump, but so I got the blue and the red teams. So you get Obama, a robot, and Uncle Sam. You get Trump, a robot, and a clear Ronald Reagan. Totally skipped the Russian ones, just not interested. And then here were the add-on ones that you got. So you got a general flag, you got a monkey and a Vice President Pence, and then you got a zombie, an Albert Einstein, and a Nikola Tesla with the Democrat there. So, and that's why I had to do those two. But yeah, I just can't. Maybe I'll do like the single figure one just so I could have the suit body that's definitely interchangeable with the head. But yeah, like you say, you get FDR with John F. Kennedy, and then they get a Secret Service face with Reagan. You get Bush. That's a good one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Secret Service Bob. Obama, you get and this is Secret Service Daryl, but is that supposed to be somebody else that I'm not sure of? You get Secret Service Marcus, which is obviously Will Smith from Men in Black. But
yeah, I don't know.
Nixon and Bush, and then this is a stretch goal is Dwight D. Eisenhower in his uniform, General Nicholson, and General Wilson. Those are above my head. That's a pretty
cool body.
Yeah,
just a general, like you could pose with Duke.
Yeah, hey, that's a good point. You fucking get you get general flag head, slap it on here, put the cap on it. You get a good general there. But so take a look if you're interested. These are 3 3/4 figures. Their other one went off with gangbusters. So they're looking at 60,000 here. They're about halfway there with 14 days left. Their original one was only looking for 40,000 and got to 61,000. So, but again, that's the only new stuff in all of that is the head. Yeah. So they made literally one body. Like even the Space Force Red and the Space Force Blue are the same body, just different heads. Same on the Russian, just painted different. So yeah.
How many people you think bought the Space Force and then just went to like Marauder and got their agency ops bodies?
Well, see, that's the problem. As far as I know, those are super hard to get.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. When I was selling some of my Marauder stuff, people were asking me, "Do you have agency bodies?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, those are super hard to find nowadays." So, like Marauder, I don't think in any fault of their own, even though I'm not their biggest fan, has had shortages. People were asking to buy legs off of me and arms because you can't get female black arms and that kind of stuff like that. So I think they're suffering shortages on that side as well. So, but good question. We're going to take a look at that here real quick here. Of course, it's not going to be in my history here because I don't go there anymore, but I'm always curious what they're rocking with, especially because they've been doing geared up figures.
Yeah, I got one.
Do you? Yeah. Yeah, they sell out super fast. So this is obviously a Duke here. That looks pretty amazing. Duke. Is that? And it's still out of stock.
Yeah, just for I got the original.
Oh, really? You get a lifeline. Is this even in stock, or are they just showing things that are? Oh, that's in stock at least. This is what I got from my shit. Oh, a female fucking not lifeline, but
low light.
Low light. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, like I say, I wish they really hadn't fucked me, because this stuff I find amazing. Like this,
that law,
you know, a geared up law and stuff. I mean, they're doing amazing work. And
what happened, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, it's not a big deal. The K9 and Exosuit Kickstarter. I pledged on that just for one Exosuit and two K9s. They kept having shipping issues, so I kept seeing their messages and I wasn't really looking that closely. Well, it says my package was delivered during Christmas time. But they kept saying, oh, we're having shipping delays. Hang in there. Your stuff will get to you. I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. So then by like January 31st, they sent out a message that said all of the packages are out. You should have received yours. Contact us if you didn't. And I'm like, oh, shit, I never got mine. I literally had gotten a confirmation. So the post office said they delivered it to my house, and I never got it. And so I wrote them and I was like, hey, you know, I've been waiting. You guys said to wait, but it looks like it should have been delivered like a month ago, but it never was. You know, anything you can do to help me out, kind of thing. And they strung me along. They were like, yeah, let me check with the manager. And then the manager would email me back and like, we're going to have a team meeting here. I'll bring it up during the team meeting, like all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, great. And then they're like, oh, it looks like because we have a confirmation that says you received the package and it's Kickstarter, we just can't do anything for you. And I was like, really? I'm like, I went all in on your first 3 Kickstarters. You know, like I've spent more than $2,500 with you guys even before Kickstarter over the last like 6 years with you guys. And this Kickstarter package was $70. It was 1 armor and 2 dogs. And I'm like, there's nothing you can do to help me out here. And they're like, sorry, we just can't go giving people free stuff all the time just because they don't get their orders. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, fuck you then. You know, and I wasn't like that. I was like, oh, I was hoping you guys wouldn't get to this level where you have to say just too bad because somebody doesn't get their stuff. I was hoping that you guys would maintain kind of your small company mentality, but you haven't. And, you know, good luck with your future endeavors. And I haven't bought anything from them since. It's, you know, somebody spends $2,500 with you in 5 years, back when you're a little tiny company, and you can't send them a $70 replacement package. Like, I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. And there's not many companies I've done that with. I still eat at Chick-fil-A, even though they're a bunch of fucking homophobic fucking moralists, you know.
Yeah.
I still eat there because I like their fucking chicken nuggets too much. You know?
I go to Hobby Lobby, man. I'm a customizer.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to go to Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, I give them props for giving their employees Sunday off, and maybe not for the reason, but at least they do something nice, like, you know. So yeah. Anyways, what do we even come over here to look at?
We were talking about agency ops in the space.
Oh yeah, if they have any of those. So let's see here. This is all World War II. God, their site is awful.
It really is the worst. I was just down here getting some 6-inch scale weapons.
And that's what I need to do too now. And so it's not that I haven't gotten anything Marauder. I just bought it from people on eBay. Like I won't buy directly from them. Let's see. Hazard Ops, Rescue Ops, Command Ops, shit. Well, anyways, we've had our fun there, but yes. I don't know if the heads are going to fit or not or anything like that. That's the one reason why I'm like, I think I want to just buy one from here, just buy one black suited guy, and then I can put all my different presidents' heads on them if I want. Store report, new Joes listed. This everybody's super excited for. So Surface from Target showcasing never before heard G.I. Joe classified series figures. Major Blood, that's exciting. Zartan, that's exciting. Flint, I care less.
I love Flint.
Do you?
I
are you like, you're a military guy, right? Like you like the military aspect of it?
Yeah, I like the military and the sci-fi, less so the ninja stuff. But still, I mean, like I grew up, I was born in 80, so the height of my G.I. Joe was probably 86 to 92. Mm-hmm. So I kind of got all of it in there.
Yeah. See, and I've always been no, you're good. I've always been ninja and like sci-fi stuff, but like even barbecue, like I would consider barbecue sci-fi, right?
For sure.
He wasn't like a jungle fucking blow trooper, trooper or something, that kind of thing. Blow
like the masked troopers,
trooper.
I loved any of the masked guys when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. Just G.I. Joe, man, it's awesome.
And these are assumed to be even in addition to the other classified names that we saw: Ladybug, Carpenter Bee, Dragonfly, Rhino Beetle, Horsefly, all those. So I mean, it's crazy. It looks like they're fucking going all in right from the beginning here. So I'm like, I almost feel like I should keep that first case. Like it feels like the Black Series first case, right? You know
what, the Mall, Sand Trooper,
R2, where like everybody's like, people aren't going to buy this. I'm just going to buy my favorite character, and then 2 years later they're going for fucking 5 times as much.
Dude, R2 is just, I had to get the Empire Strikes Back dirty one just to have an R2 in my Black Series.
Oh, really? Oh, see, I finally got an extra R2 in the Star Wars one. Back when they listed it on Walmart like 3 years ago. I jumped on it. I was like, fuck, I need a loose R2, So let's see. Online. We want to talk about G.I. Joe here. Oh my God. So
this was crazy.
This is so Network, a mobile only app, advertised that they were going to be releasing an exclusive version of Cobra Commander, and never said exclusive, to their defense, but it did say special edition light blue version.
Yep.
So time came around. It's a timed app release thing. Time came around. I think I even saw the dark blue version. I'm like, oh, they fucked up somehow. And I still placed my orders. The first order didn't seem to go through. So I hit the pre-order again. And then all of a sudden I got 2 texts. I got one that my first one went through with the $15 discount. Good looking out, Joe Ryan. Hopefully anybody interested was on this thread and used his code, which Joe Ryan hopefully got a bunch of money to put towards some of his stuff too. So I got the first one, shipping, tax, everything, $17.
Okay.
And I was like, awesome. Yeah. Then the second one, shipping, tax, everything included, was $33. Yeah, 32 and some change. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. Maybe it's going to be hard to find and I can sell the other one for cost. But now it's been revealed, and I don't know, like I say, I don't know if I missed this or what. It's been revealed that they were selling the retail version of it, which is the dark blue version of it. They switched the product pictures last minute. Some people were still saying they were seeing the light blue as they were placing their order. Now, whether that was cached or what, I'm pretty sure I saw the dark blue, which I thought was weird, and still placed my order. They roll on a all sales are final, blah 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 kind of rule. I'm going to try. I'm going to keep the discounted one because you're not even going to find a retail one for $17. But I'm going to try to say, hey, I got a double order and not say anything about the debacle. And then if they deny that, then I'm going to say you're baiting and switching and all that kind of shit. And all I want is a nice long conversation. So when I go to my credit card company, I can say these motherfuckers bait and switched me. I even kept one of their orders, but this other one is fraud, kind of thing. So that's the whole thing. Your credit card companies are your biggest ally. I know it doesn't seem like it, as they charge you fees on top of this and that kind of shit. But when it comes to placing purchases that you don't think are fair or right or just, they want to keep you as a credit card client. So they have no problem fucking reversing charges on things that you consider fraudulent.
Oh, wow.
At least mine doesn't. Now, again, I tend to purchase with a credit card that I've had for over 30 years now. So that makes it, or not over 30 years, over 20 years now. So it's the same way with Sprint. I've been on Sprint for 20 years. People say Sprint is the worst. When I call, they kiss my ass. They're just like, thank you for being a member for over 20 years. Like, you want refunds? Here's refunds, so I don't know. Maybe loyalty does matter in some instances nowadays. So
yeah, man. And I bailed on this network exclusive.
Did you? Well, that's good.
I was on Twitter, and literally 3 minutes before it went up, the network posted a tweet like, hey, just kidding, guys. It's dark blue.
Oh, I didn't realize. I saw.
Oh, yeah.
I went through their Twitter account. I didn't realize that. I didn't look at timestamps, but I didn't realize it was right before the sale.
So I logged in and put it in my cart and saw it was 33 with tax, and I was like, I'll just hold out.
Yeah, no shit.
And then
did you see, was it the dark blue product images?
So yeah, when I first pulled it up, it was the dark, like because I had it queued up before the sale. It was all light blue. I had seen the tweet. I had gone back in. The picture was the dark blue, but then when I clicked on it, there was like a video of a guy like, "Yo, man, check it out! I got Cobra Commander," and it was still the light blue and gold thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't care what it is. I don't like 3 minutes before it goes on sale. Hey guys, heads up, we got the retail version. Like I was gonna buy that gaudy one just to keep that one in the box, and then I could open the retail version.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because even Peter was giving me shit saying, like, I thought you said you didn't want the light blue version. You were going for dark blue. And I was like, well, I started thinking it's the vintage color version of Cobra Commander. And maybe when they put out the retail version, it'll be hooded, and this might be the only way you can get a light blue battle mask version of him. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to get one at least. And then, like I say, ended up with two because their app wouldn't confirm anything. So I hit it again. But, okay. Well, it'll be interesting. People that are going to go through the same thing as me. Yeah. Because it's one of those things that's also, besides doing the show notes today, I really have not been on email or my computer or anything for the last 3 days, because that's just how we do Father's Day, So I'm going to hit them up on Monday and be like, it says I have 2 orders. I should only have 1, and see what they do, Yeah. Wow. Didn't see this. This was about 10 minutes ago. Swage says, sounds like they used a third-party shipper with a manifest that included a tracking number for your order. Being winter, you may have had a sub-carrier that scanned it and delivered to save their job, or an office manager that pushed it through as delivered without verifying. Fuck that place. Oh, I think he's talking about the Marauder stuff.
Yeah, the Marauder.
Yeah,
delivery.
yeah. And I completely agree. I mean, this package, and one, this is how long it was ago, one Fans Project Dinobot that I ordered are the only 2 packages that have ever gone lost at this house in 13 years. So beyond, China sellers that give you fake tracking and that kind of stuff. Like those are the only 2 that showed a package was delivered, the appropriate date for it to be delivered, and I never got it. So yeah, big hopes that that I can fight the power with this Cobra Commander. And if not, whatever. I'm gonna still get 2 Cobra Commanders for $40, right?
Yeah. So even if you let one go for 20,
or no, oh no, see, for $50.
For 50, yeah, never mind.
So, but still, yeah. But still, $3 over retail. But yeah, I will raise holy hell about that.
Oh no, Slick. We lost Slick again, guys, and we were talking Cobra Commander. So I have nothing to add here.
Sorry.
Slick comes back.
No.
Oh, hey man.
I'm so sorry, man. Keep leaving you hanging like that. Clicking the wrong buttons. Anyways, my big awakening was Summer School, the movie, where he teaches them to write well-worded, professional letters to consumer businesses, and they get all the sunglasses and shit. Like, I learned from that. Like, my complaints are always like super nice, like, thank you so much for your time, any help will be appreciated, all that kind of stuff. So we'll find out what my experience is with network in the next week. All right, alternate universe prime. So this is a big skip for me, except for Shane brought up some very interesting information about it.
Show notes, will you?
Oh, God damn it. Thank you.
I don't want to interrupt, but I'm like,
no, that's good. Please do, because That's what happens. I just go and keep talking, and we're not even looking at anything. So this is supposedly an Amazon Day special called Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. It's basically Dead Prime. Now, maybe this is what people were talking about. They were saying in the that's not what I wanted. In the reflection, in his chest reflection, you could see Autobots. Now in the box, you can see RC here and Ultra Magnus here, and who knows if there's anybody else here. But Shane was saying that it would be on the figure. Now, if it was on the figure, that would be a little more impressive. Oh, it's very clear here. Rodimus, Ultra Magnus, and RC, but I think maybe they're thinking just the packaging. So it's Earthrise Optimus Prime in his dead colors, so his gray colors. And again, I'm a movie fanatic, but I don't need a dead Prime. I'm sorry. Like,
You know, Prime's corpse.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I want everything except for a dead Prime, I guess. And they've released this in every KO, I think there was even a official MP10 masterpiece of him. Yeah, this is just not for me. Maybe if he's $30 someday or something, but all right. What'd you get, Cliff?
Man, I went on a bit of a RoboCop spending spree.
I've been seeing them. I didn't know if those were old or new.
No, they're brand new. I got a lot of 10 RoboCop and the Ultra Police figures.
Yeah.
RoboCop, Lewis, Sergeant Reed, like all 4 villains. So I got every figure in Series 1 and 2, mint on cards. Cards are a little dinged up. They all got price tags. They're beautiful. And then I got the 3 Toy Island RoboCop figures that have, like, one comes with a chair, one comes with a jetpack, one comes with, like, an arsenal of weapons. And you can press their button and there's a sound. And then I just got a box of 5 blank hockey masks to prepare for Halloween when I get in the mood to make hockey masks.
All right. When you get into your groove, I'm gonna commission an NES or is it? What was the video game? Was the video game Atari?
No, it was NES.
It was
the purple
NES.
One.
Okay,
this guy.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll show you.
Oh yeah, let's see it. It's my favorite.
This guy.
Yeah.
And I also put sunglasses on the inside.
Oh,
so he's got purple eyes.
That's awesome. Yes, I will commission one of those, senor, for
all
sure.
Right, man. Cool.
So
yeah, I restrapped it. You can buy straps. Sorry.
No, you're all good. So the RoboCop figures, and I guess I didn't realize that they weren't all Island toys. I thought they were all Island toys. Is that not correct?
No, so like 88 was RoboCop and the Ultra Police. That was a Kenner line. Those all had the caps.
Yeah.
And then Toy Island, I think I want to say it was like 90 or 91, did like a one-off of like RoboCop, Terminator, and Rambo.
Huh.
And then when RoboCop 3 came out in 93, like Toy Island did a bunch of like RoboCop figures that aren't related to RoboCop 3, but have all the accessories that he uses in RoboCop 3.
Interesting.
And then they went into like RoboCop the TV series. I may or may not have like $200 worth of RoboCop figures still in reach. I'm not going to confirm. I'm not going to deny.
No, did this all stem from our conversation last week where you're setting us straight about the superhero figure actually appearing in the live action series, that kind of shit?
No.
Was this all brewing before this?
Well, the weekend before you guys recorded last week, I had watched RoboCop 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And sometimes when I watch a vintage movie that I used to have toys for that I no longer own the toys for, I fall down rabbit holes on eBay. And then so it was hilarious when I was watching last week and you guys started talking about RoboCop. I'm like, I've been researching this line all week. So it was a complete coincidence.
Now, are you using the Open Your Toys affiliate eBay link?
Yes, it's the link that, so I have it bookmarked, but the Amazon link I used and the eBay link I used, I got from the Open Your Toys homepage. And I just click them. I click them on the thing. But the eBay link doesn't have any like special coding before it. The Amazon one does.
Oh, interesting.
But whenever I click on eBay from the Open Your Toys, it just goes to ebay.com. So I'm hoping you should check. Yeah.
No, I think that's correct. I think with that one, it is supposed to just take you, like, I can't purchase from there because it's like, oh, this is your account. This is against our rules. So let's see here. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me look at the link. Sorry, I know this makes for good radio, but I want to make sure.
Because it is the link I use
every
time I go to eBay.
Yeah, so you can see, well, I'm not sharing my screen, but yes, it does have all of our IDs on there. So if you're using that to buy stuff, you're supporting the show. Good on you. But yeah, I do the same fucking thing, dude. I'll watch a fucking retro movie and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get everything from there. And, oh, what the hell just happened here?
Well, then you start rationalizing the craziest shit. Like, I wanted RoboCop, and I'm like, 75 mint on card. Oh, here's a lot of 10 for 300. That's much better sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get them all.
All right. Anything else you got?
The G.I. Joe declassifieds have trickled in all week. So I finally got to bust out that Sergeant Slaughter that I've had waiting for years.
Oh my God, he looks so good. And I was looking at my Fortnite Firefly, and I'm like, I need to go put him down with Sergeant Slaughter now that I can see how Slaughter compares to Classified, to see if that Firefly will work in with them. But yeah, that Slaughter is perfect. He's like the exact height he should be for all of them, you know?
Yeah, he's about Roadblock's height. So
yeah,
nice.
Hell yeah. All right.
I bought that thing so long ago. Like one day there'll be 6-inch Joes, and I'm gonna want this.
And that's the same way with me. And the worst thing with me is normally what my MO is, I buy a bunch of stuff. I have these like corners of unopened shit, and I open up a lot of stuff, and then I put it on my desk. My desk fills up, and then I pack 85% of the shit away. I keep 15% of my favorite things, and then it clears away either on my desk or on shelves for things, and I fill them in. And that Slaughter has survived like 3 cullings in my dressing room, which is like one of my most sacred spaces down there. It's fucking survived 3 cullings, so I still have it out there ready for the classified. And that's why I'm excited, because normally I'd see something like that and I'd be like, fuck, I packed that away like 2 years ago. I'm never gonna find it again, you know? But that one I have handy, so I'm excited. All right, let me turn on some spotlight action. Woo! And let's get into what the fuck I got. Let's see. Single view. Okay. First up, this is long time in coming. This is Has No Talent from Instagram. And this guy does custom vintage Transformer figures, and they go for a fucking mint. This was very pricey. What's nice is he does them in the, I can't even get these, does them in the Takara box style. That was popular back in the day. He does do a pack of stickers in there. Again, they're not the most highest quality of stickers, but they're better than most. But what I got was the Mandalorian,
Holy shit.
a vintage, like very vintage. Even his cape here is episode Return of the Jedi style cape
Like Luke's.
material. Yeah, exactly. Comes with his rifle and comes with his pistol, just immaculately painted. This is the original Mandalorian. He's done a Beskar version. He's done a heavy infantry trooper. His latest drop was the female Boba Fett, which if you've ever been to a con or looked at cosplay and seen what a female bare midriff kind of thing. Really good quality. $60.
Worth
$60 though.
That figure is beautiful.
So the thing that I missed that I wanted the most, and I was so fucking pissed that I missed it. One of his first projects for the Mandalorian was a blurg, was a 3 3/4 blurg, old school style with the
hole?
with the hole that you pushed him in. I don't know if it was spring operated or maybe you just took a piece off and stuck him in, but he did a box set of that blurg, the Mandalorian, and the heavy Mandalorian, the fucking Jon Favreau character.
Yeah, the heavy infantry. I forget his name though. He was related to his Clone Wars guy.
Yeah. He did them in a box set in a again, a Takara Japanese box set from the original vintage collection, like what a dewback would come in. Oh my God, I could have only imagined how much that was, and I missed it. But finally, I got one piece from him and just super excited. Again, $60 it's a little rough. You're quick to say, oh, easy, but it's
especially
tough.
that. At least because I just bought a holiday special Boba Fett for $60, but he has a rocket firing feature.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. See, and the holiday Fett is a big one I'm a fan of. You should send me the link for that one. Even if they reissue it or something, because I love the holiday edition of fucking Boba Fett. Let's see. I did place a order on Megalopolis. So, oh shit, I didn't bring one figure in here, but I got the Turtles in Time Slash. So it's the 8-bit NECA turtle, but Slash. I basically roll with the Turtles, Metalhead, and Slash for everything I buy, turtle related. And then the big thing I finally got from them, because I wasn't seeing it. I had seen Cara Dune a couple times, but that's about it. Yeah, 3 3/4 Mando from about $14.50 after tax and shipping. So not a crazy increase on the retail. And then I've got one of these guys coming from Pulse, but he came in the same case as him. So super articulated clone trooper. And then, oh shit, I totally forgot what I left out there. I got the set of knockoff Masters of the Universe Lego figures. So not mega constructs, like actual Lego figures. Somebody designed all the graphics and the gear and all this. 16 of them for $17 plus $4 shipping on eBay. One of the best purchases I've ever made. I mean, just
really? Okay.
just all of the design decisions they made. Like Evelyn has armor and her armor has boobs. Like, like Stratos has a hairy chest and his face is all kind of dumb, but then he has a mask that goes over it. The only thing I didn't like was the trap jaw didn't have any extra attachments for his hand. So basically he had a black Lego hand that you could turn to the side and it looks like a black claw.
Yeah, like a
climber. Yeah, exactly. But beyond that, nothing else extra. That's the only complaint I have. And you want to talk like $1.10, $1.25 a figure? Beautiful, actual amazing quality. Let me take a look here. Unplug me here. Also, my eBay, AliExpress kind of thing is I got a bunch of KO minifigs. So we've got a
Revan?
Darth Revan. And then we've got a Malgus, Darth Malgus.
Malgus, I think. Yeah.
And then a battle damaged Darth Malgus. We've got what they're calling a Shadow Sith First Order Trooper. I was just like, for $1, who gives a shit?
Black Stormtrooper got
it. And then we've got the fucking
Zoe Bliss or Zori.
Zari.
Zori Bliss?
No.
Oh no, that's
Zori
the weapon maker.
Yeah, from the Mandalorian. Cool. Yeah, so she's got her little. They're painted on, but she's got her little spikes on her helmet. The face mask is a little, it could be a little bit better, but the armor from the Mandalorian. I also got some Jurassic Park dinos from AliExpress. The crazy thing. Oh, one more before I go into the crazy thing. Speaking of the Luke, yeah.
Yeah.
So
nice.
This is what my family and I will be playing after this podcast for Father's Day. I'm going to make them play this board game. And
nice.
Right.
I take the figure out and I add it to my board game pile that my nieces play.
Exactly. That's how ours is too. We have this cabinet of board games, and the Death Star escape has just been added down there after I took the action figure out of it.
Yep, do the same thing.
And then the big thing was the Ghostbusters. Fucking. So I think like a lot of people, I pre-ordered all of my Ghostbusters on February 25th, right around Toy Fair. They had a shipping date. I've received we're extending the shipping date. Oh, there's another delay, that kind of stuff. And then last Tuesday, they put the orders back up for pre-order on the site. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to take any risks. I ordered 2 sets. I got those 2 sets the next day that I ordered on Tuesday. I got them on Thursday.
The next day?
Yeah, or sorry, not the next. 2 days later.
Oh,
2-day delivery. Yeah, 2 sets of them. After my pre-order got updated saying it'll be here on Tuesday or Thursday, and I'm I'm like, at this point, go fuck yourself. I'm just going to return them, which good for somebody at my local store, right?
Yep.
They'll actually be a full set that hits the pegs, but a huge box they came in, no packaging whatsoever. 8 figures just thrown willy-nilly in a huge fucking box. The box was absolutely crushed on one side. From what I can tell, it only fucked with one figure, and that was it. Like the race stance had a bent card from where that box got smashed. So,
And you want an opener anyway.
Yeah, well, I wanted both. I want one carded and one to open. So, yeah, then the set that'll get delivered in a few days that can go fuck itself. If anyone's interested, you want to pay cost plus shipping, and I'll send it to you. I can't guarantee what conditions it's going to be in. If you really want a good card, let me know, and I'll let you know whether it arrives safe. But beyond that, it's just going to get returned. But it's just crazy to have a fucking pre-order in for 4 months and then to order 3 days ago and to get it a day ago. Like, that's just fucking ridiculous. Like, they got to figure out what the fuck is going on over there.
And it was all a bunch of kafooey over like like some text on the card, right? So who are you going to call on the card?
Well, and there was something about the trilingual version and stuff like that. I'm just like, yeah.
By the way, I have the link to the holiday rocket firing Boba Fett. Where is there like a chat I can send this to you in so you can check it out?
Yeah. So I think so. In your StreamYard where we're at,
private chat. Yeah, where it says private chat. Got it.
And you don't even have to do private chat. You just do comments. It can go right along in with everybody else's comments.
Take a look at that. According to the site, they have 6 left, and they're $50.
Oh shit!
And it's beautiful, dude. The colors really pop. I love it.
Oh, this doesn't allow me to click on anything. All right, I gotta here so we can see. Oh shit! Okay. All right, this is mine.
Yeah. They're in Singapore, so it takes a few weeks, but it's awesome.
Are these the guys that did all the repo versions of the original rocket firing one?
Yeah, I think so. They got a bunch of stuff. They even have, which I'm tempted to buy. They actually have one of the figures that looks like the Kit Bash Boba Fett from all the ads when they were first advertising there was going to be a Boba Fett figure. It's so crudely designed. They even make those.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I bought. Oh, this is the company I'm thinking of. So they have the Vlix. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm all in for that. Way to go, dude. Oh,
I love it.
Wait, here's a repo card. Ooh, okay. Now I've got a decision to make. Shit. Okay. But yes, I have their original J slot because I prefer a J slot myself. One that came in a little box, like the mail order box. Wow, I didn't even realize. Okay, well, good on you. Thank you, Cliff. We appreciate that.
I love the companies that make like new vintage figures. Like, I love it.
Sorry.
No worries.
What I totally forgot was, I was like, look at all this amazingness. So we've got the original. Oh, and there's not going to be a way to keep going back and forth, but carded Vlix, the Gaslight version versus the Kenner version. Oh my God, just amazing. The holiday special J slot. Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck the L slot. L slots for pussies. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't give a shit, but I like a J slot just because it doesn't go off as easy. But yeah, so here's the carded one that I was talking about.
Oh shit! I don't think I had that when I ordered mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want it loose though. I have a collection of loose vintage
Yeah, see,
figures.
I'm the same way. I think I'm gonna have to go loose after this show, but hell yeah, because I have the original vintage, quote vintage, the purple J slot one that I got on eBay years and years ago. So cool.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Look at
Go
that.
ahead.
It's so bright too in person. It's
I
awesome.
know, that's what I'm saying. And that's so we were talking about the has no talent. Let's see if I can bring up his profile. The problem with him is you try to set notifications for him, and all he does whenever he doesn't have a drop is repost people's posting of his toys. Yeah, so see, you can see the female Boba Fett. Let me see if I can find. He did the armor, but it's complete gold. But yeah, look at that box set he released.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, dude. And it's probably 200 or maybe $250, considering he had 3 of his custom figures. Oh, 4, because he's done a Kenner style Baby Yoda as well. Again, I kind of think the 12th scale works really well with 3 3/4. He's done little rubber figures, so you see those. Yeah, here's a good picture of what everybody got. So they got the Takara box like I got. They have the fucking mini Yoda and his little carriage and shit like that. So it's kind of hard to follow him because he's always reposting people from everybody. But oh my god, just
And how does the drop work? You claim it in the comments and then he sends you a bill, or
yeah, exactly. And his shit sells out in 2 minutes. So if you're not watching for his shit, the only reason why I got this figure, so this is what I got, the box, the figure, and the 6 stickers. The only reason why I was able to get this is because he said at this time, 9 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to drop these figures. So I was on there that minute. And he even did the fucking Matty Collector thing where he dropped them 2 minutes ahead of time. So, like, if you weren't on watching ahead of time, by the time he said it was going to drop, it sold out in 1 minute. You know,
damn.
So
I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, it's worth it if you can get it, and it's cool to see. You know, like I say, I bitch that oh god, he reposts everything that people do, but I mean, I never found out about this rad figure that was released years ago, and people have gotten Crew Jones to sell it. Now there's finally a steel book version of it that's super hard to find that I can't get either because I have Rad on VHS and I would love every other version of Rad. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to see what his community posts and stuff, but you're going to get a ton of messages that have nothing to do about his posts, you know, besides letting you know what you missed out on.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, we'll see how long I follow it before I'm like, oh, I've just missed too many. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
That's why I kind of like Black Major, because I'm like, oh, I would really like. Oh, it's sold out. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to Grab Bag here. Not much from Grab Bag. Dark Legends. So this is from the author and the team that brought us Myth and Fables. So kind of the darker side of the Star Wars lore, not connected to mythos and all that kind of stuff, but they do tend to do that as well. We see new paintings from the artist that was brought on, and this was the original artist from Myth and Fables as well. So really cool pictures here. You get master and servant, a little bit of fucking some Lord of the Rings there. And then you get a Darth Vader picture with the fucking rebel. Oh, that's actually an Imperial in his eye reflections there. But kind of darker, out of the, you know, canon kind of stories. And again, just like last week, I just applaud them for doing this. You know, they really worked hard in the initial 2 years of the buyout to rein everything in, say, oh, everything you ever knew is false. You know, every story that anyone's ever written doesn't exist. But now they're opening it back up. They kind of like reined it in, and then they're saying, okay, now this stuff can, you know, exist in our canon. So I'm excited about this. Again, not a huge book reader, but a book on cassette eventually. You do a lot of the fiction.
I sometimes do a lot of audiobooks. Every once in a while I'll get an Audible subscription, and then so like I'm just going through right now, I'm going through the Thrawn trilogy again because I haven't read it since I was a kid. And I want to do Shadows of the Empire again. But not much of the new stuff, not much of the stuff they've released since they kind of cleared the board and everything is canon.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. And Thrawn I read like at the start of my big fandom, you know, once I understood. I actually literally bought the Thrawn trilogy, the Dark Empire trilogy, and one other cassette from fucking Big Lots in a book on cassette, like set in a box with the Millennium Falcon on it. And it was just this like random purchase, like, oh, I like Star Wars. Oh, this is like probably $8 or something, you know, before I was even a huge Star Wars fan, you know, before I got into the collecting community. And I still love that thing from this day. And yeah, this is right up my alley. Again, I'm kind of like Cliff. I take advantage of when Audible's like, come back and you can get 3 books for subscribing for 1 month. And I'm like, okay, I'll get 3 books that last forever in my library kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm usually into nonfiction, but when I do go fiction, it's usually just Star Wars.
Nice. And then Transformers, big shock here, War for Cybertron delayed. So I'm sure everybody at this point has just been, are your Walmarts just inundated with the Netflix series figures?
They're all inundated with, I believe, on the Netflix. Again, like Transformers is kind of my one blind spot, but they have a lot of the same stuff. No window boxes. Seem to be all sealed boxes, huh?
Oh, interesting. No, the only one that should be like that is the Ultra Magnus.
That might be what they have then, because I was kind of looking at it, and there's no, because like I said, like I look at a Transformer. And I'm like, this must be what all my friends are like when I talk about G.I. Joe. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? I already told you about that. I told you about Cobra. Like, so when I look at Transformers, I'm like, this must be what they hear when I talk. And I don't know the scales. I don't know the figures. I look at them every time I'm there, but I don't know what any of it is.
Oh God, I love that. Oh my God, it makes it warms my heart, and I literally wish I could be that way with more things. You know, like this is the one shitty thing about running a podcast where you cover all the major toy stuff is you just don't get surprises anymore. And
Dude, I
I
miss
would,
that so much.
yeah, and even though Transformers isn't your thing, it'd be interesting to see a thing that you haven't heard about because you didn't listen about it on a podcast or something. You're just like, oh, Transformers, tuned out. Oh, here's a Transformer kind of thing. So, but
It just never got its hooks in me when I was a kid. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's really interesting, and that would be a good discussion. Oh, but a fucking discussion topic for next time is how did these things become hooked into your psyche, and why didn't other things? Why don't you care about Mask? Why don't you care about Visionaries? Or, like you say, even bigger, why don't you care about Masters of the Universe or Transformers or something,
I'll have you know, all I care about is Mask. I love it.
Well, you look exactly like the dude that drove the Rhino. So
Talk about Alex Sector, who originally came with the Boulder Hill playset, but in the cartoon also drove the Rhino. Yes, I know.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. Did he not come with the Rhino? Did only the Asian
Rhino
dude come with the Rhino?
Yeah. Matt Tracker and Bruce Sato came with the Rhino. The maroon Matt
Tracker came with the Rhino?
Yeah, I got him right here.
No, I know. I'm just like,
I'm just
joking. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Matt Tracker in the maroon suit with the Ultra Flash mask, and Bruce Sato came with Rhino.
Wow, I had no
Alex
idea.
Sector came with the mechanic with Boulder Hill, the guy with the purple jacket and the headphones on.
God damn it. So wait, okay. We got to go because we don't have a good discussion topic. We got to do this. So you're talking about Mask, Alex Sector.
Yep.
Yeah. He didn't come with the Rhino. He only came with Boulder Hill.
Yeah, so the one in the gray coat and the blue shirt came with Boulder Hill. The one with the yellow coat came with a little tow booth called the Collector that was a mail-in. So the guy, the third one in, and then he came in the 2-pack.
Oh my God. Oh, I'd be so mad if I bought a Rhino and he didn't come with it. I'd be like, you forgot something. And they'll be like, hey, dumbass. Interesting. So let me look for the Rhino here. Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yep, see?
Wow. Thank you. And now I want to fucking take one of the G.I. Joe Matt Trackers I still have and repaint them into this. That would be kind of dope.
I made one. I made a custom one. I think out of the Pursuit of Cobra Duke, the one with the chest armor that came with the Aliens pulse rifle.
I
made a match for that Matt Tracker.
Wow. Okay. Mind blown. Like shit like this just drives
That's my favorite
insane.
Mask vehicle too.
That's dope. Mine was the 50s car. What
Hurricane.
was that? Hurricane. Yes.
Hurricane.
Yeah, this
or
is
on the cartoon Night Stalker.
Oh, really? It's a different name on the. Oh my God! See that stuff. I love. Yeah.
This is my Transformers. This is the one I could talk to you all day. I'm sorry, I don't know what Transformers, but let's get in the weeds with the 57. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, that's
this guy.
Be some kind of fucking. Yeah, boy. It's even a brother and everything. That's yeah.
Hondo McLean.
Yeah. I love his mask too. Yes, this is Mask for me. This and Condor. Boom. Those two, I'm done with Mask. And I think that's literally what my collection consists of, is this and the fucking Condor.
Oh, dude, that's man, awesome. I love the ridiculous stuff too. I have a billboard that is like a gunner station. Why is there a billboard? Yeah, I have everything from the first 3 series. I don't really get into split seconds. I I think the
Yeah, the
vehicles in
racing
Split Seconds are
one.
kind of no. That's Series 3 is racing. Split Seconds is where each one came with like a mat tracker, and then like a translucent orange man tracker, and each vehicle would split into two vehicles that each pilot would pilot. And I think they sacrificed the coolness of the vehicle for the gimmick of splitting them in two.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
can see what you're saying. Yeah.
I kind of lost interest. Like I had them when I was a kid, and now those are super expensive. So I just don't even dabble in it. Plus they all look like Mad Max characters. They don't like at least the original Mask. They were in like jumpsuits and like real-ish clothes. And then Split Seconds, they're all like spiked, like they look like Mad Max characters.
This is crazy.
Yeah, see, look at Barracuda.
Oh yeah. Although that purple bee is kind of dope, but
I had it. I have the two. I have the two drivers still. I don't have the vehicle anymore.
Oh, and I see what you're saying. Like each one came with a translucent figure to save on the fucking paint. Cheap bastards.
It was supposed to be like they're a hologram that would be a co-pilot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, so when it split, you still had the driver in the main vehicle and a hologram in the secondary
vehicle.
Yeah.
And some of them are cool. Most of them aren't. Like I said, I think they sacrificed the coolness of the vehicles for the ability to split into two.
Well, yeah, that's got to be a fucking...
The one that Dusty came with, I think it was called Afterburner. That one was pretty cool because it was like one of those long drag racers. And it came with like a Dusty who looked like a sheriff. He had like what do you call like with the things Cowboy wears? Like,
yeah, like a silly car or whatever they.
Yeah, that one was cool. That one was cool. I liked that one.
That one is pretty dope. And was he split?
Yeah, he's got wearing chaps.
Oh, and it's just like a jet, and then
a jet, and then like a tripod looking thing. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Easy passes for me.
Yeah, and maybe it'd be a different story for my collection if they weren't the hardest and most expensive ones to get. But since I don't really have much connection to them anyway, I don't mind not having them in my collection.
Yeah, fucking for sure.
They were dirt cheap, sure.
It's just like me and Joe. Like once it gets past 87, I may have a Zartan or a Cobra Commander past that, but like as far as carded or loose vintage, I'm never gonna go past that. So all right, Vatos. Well, that'd be our show. Look how far we went into Mad Scare. I just kept clicking and clicking.
Yeah, because you said I looked like Alex Sector. Look what happened.
Yeah. It's even red, right? You got the red rocking. Is that where the Red Menace comes from?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because everyone, in my life is like, have you ever heard of Clifford the Big Red Dog? And I'm like, no. I've never heard of Clifford the Big Red Dog. Thank you. So when we thought we were cool in the MySpace days, when we didn't want to use our real names on MySpace, I became Clifford the Big Red Menace. Because I thought it was a vaguely threatening name. So that's where Red Menace comes from. Because I have dark brown hair, but a bright red beard for like no reason whatsoever.
Same thing. If I rocked my shit out to a goatee and even worse as a beard, fucking it would be all red. And I was toe-headed as a kid, and now my wife says I'm a brunette. So I feel you.
Makes no sense, but whatever. Now I don't have hair anymore, so now I just have the beard.
All right, Vatos. Well, we'll see you sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner.
Peace.